Zipline bag tier list. I couldn't think of a proper intro and I wanted to get this out before tomorrow, so let's just jump in. This tier list is only going to take into account how useful a zipline is when playing loud. How good it works in stealth doesn't matter here. For heists that have multiple placements, the option that I think works best for loud is going to be discussed. And lastly, there are 3 heists that I'm not going to mention here. Dirty Ice and Diamond District, they don't spawn at all, and Turbid Station is stealth only, so you can't loud it regardless. Without further ado, let's do this. Start with No Rest for the Wicked. This zipline doesn't help you at all. It takes you to the same alley that you're already going to be going down anyways, so if you want to, you could just walk there. Instead of going up the stairs of the bank, ziplining, going down the stairs in the alley, going down the truck in the alley, and then being in the same area you'd already be in. So for that, I'm going to put this in D rank. Next up is Road Rage, and there's 2 ideas I've had for this zipline. Either it's good for sniper builds because the scaffolding provides a better sightline than being on the ground, or it's good for bags because it prevents other players from eating your resources. That being said, it's not very good for bags, but because it does have a possible use, I'm going to put it in C rank. Now for Rock the Cradle, genuinely a great spot for a zipline because it's right outside the room where all the loot gets secured and loud. It makes the heist go so much smoother and faster than just carrying every bag up the stairs normally. Though, unfortunately, because you can't get all the loot in loud, I'm going to have to deduct a point, so this is only going to get a rank of A. Under the surface, there's 2 places to put a zipline. I'm going to go with the option that seems to be made for loud, which is from the 2nd floor window to the rooftop. This option is only really viable one time and then is completely useless. It doesn't even act as a shortcut for anything, just an alternate path to the roof, and you still have to make your way to the helicopter. For that, I'm going to give this a rank of D. Golden Shark has one of the most useful ziplines in the entire game. You're able to quickly move every bag you need to the middle of the rooftop, which is extremely useful, especially when you don't know which spot the helicopter is gonna land at, so you would probably want it to be at the middle anyway. It also lets you bypass the stairs, which is an area where people usually get trapped by enemies and down. Because of that, I'm gonna put this in rank S. 99 Boxes is a heist that already has a host of problems, and unfortunately the zipline doesn't fix any of them. Though going to the zipline specifically, it only helps with one objective, then becomes practically useless, kind of like the under the surface zipline. It lets you get to one objective, and even then it's kind of a pain in the ass to set up, so you're not going to be using it too often. I'm going to put this in rank D. First Sky has a really good zipline. Not only does it give you another exit from the bedroom, but also lets you move all the bedroom loot directly to the escape zone, which makes getting all the loot into the helicopter much faster. The only reason it's not an S tier is that it doesn't work with all the loot, but it's still a welcome addition to any match of Touch the Sky. Rank A. Cook-Off. Next, and this is one of the best ziplines in the game, hands down. It basically eliminates the threat of going down when moving bags since it goes directly from the house to the van. I haven't tried going for the 19 pure bags challenge yet, but when I do, there will be a zipline. Rank S. Syntax error. I love this zipline. Not only is it great for getting to and from the objectives and moving all the bags quickly, but it's also just really fun to ride. Seeing all the servers below you when riding looks really cool to me. Definitely a must-have for its utility alone, and the cool factor is an excellent bonus. Rank S. Poison Blue has 3 zipline placements, but for this video I'm talking about the one that goes from the shipping containers to by the wall that you have to blow up. This placement can be really good for the objective of opening the big vault door and maybe even moving bags to the getaway van, but it's heavily reliant on RNG. The RNG I got when recording this gameplay, the zipline was basically useless. That said, if you do get the right randomization, this zipline could be really good. Rank B. For Houston Breakout, this is a very simple zipline that takes you from the 1st floor to the 2nd floor through the rotunda. It doesn't really do much besides that. Marginally useful if you need to get digital evidence, but if you need to get physical, you're only going to go to the second floor once in the heist. Even then, using stairs isn't that bad, and there isn't a penalty for just chucking the servers to the first floor anyway. So I'm going to have to give this a rank of C. Fear and Greed is a pretty strange heist because there's no bags to collect, so I can only talk about the zipline from how it helps you with objectives. In that regard, it does help with getting back to the main broker area, but that's about it. Even then, you have to at least take a little fall damage to get down fully. Definitely cool looking down at all the chaos, but the cool factor can't save this one, sadly. Rank C. Final thoughts. This whole experience has made me appreciate ziplines a lot more. It can provide great utility when it's in heists that has a good placement with. Being useful in 6 out of 12 heists is pretty low, but on those 6 heists, it's probably one of the best favors you can bring. I could see myself returning for a stealth zipline bag tier list later, but for right now, that's not in the cards. Tomorrow, the big UI overhaul update comes out, so I'm really excited about that. And we're getting First World Bank sometime in November, I think. So be on the lookout for that when I try doing an overdrill. With all that out of the way, thanks for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe, all that crap. And also, contact your local Payday representative and tell them to put Bonnie into this game for me.